It's such a pleasure to be with you this evening for a showing of Journey of the Universe on your beautiful island of Samos. We're so grateful for all who have arranged this and for your wonderful village that is hosting it. We wish we could be with you in person, but we send you our love, our smiles, our energy that so many people from Samos gave to us when we came to film this project called Journey of the Universe. I'd like to just begin by saying why we chose Samos, your beautiful island. We chose it for many reasons: its natural beauty, its geography, its history, its location in the Mediterranean, near Turkey, and especially because of two figures who lived there. Aristarchus, who understood that the earth revolved around the sun, way before Copernicus even. So you have an astounding figure in philosophy and astronomy there that we valued. And secondly, you have a figure in philosophy, Pythagoras, who understood the depth of geometry and numbers as giving pattern to all of our natural systems and our celestial systems as well. That deep sense, even of the music of the stars, that Greek philosophy understood so many centuries ago, is a great inspiration for our film. I'd also like to say what we were trying to do there, again, resonant with Greek philosophy and understanding. And that is that we live in a cosmos, that the heavens, as you see there each night with the stars and planets above you, that the heavens orient us to something larger, something more mysterious. The grandeur of the universe is so present in a place like Samos. So this sense that we are in deep time, that we've evolved out of the universe and the earth, and these extraordinary systems that have given birth to life, your magnificent biodiversity of plants and animals and birds on this beautiful island of Samos. All of that has evolved over time, and therefore we value this biodiversity, this beauty, this geological power and force of your mountains and your beaches and the sea pulsing each day, giving us that sense of the vital force of life and water out of which we all came. So again, Samos has this sense of an island in the Mediterranean, but containing, like concentric circles, the earth and all of its living creatures, and the cosmos that holds us in a great embrace. That's the power of an island like Samos, for our imagination to situate us, to orient us to the cosmos and ground us in these magnificent earth systems, which inspire awe, wonder, beauty, mystery. That is so Greek, isn't it? And not finally, but in relationship to this cosmos orienting us and earth grounding us, we are at a point, a critical point in our Earth's history. Why the story of the universe? Why this sense, journey of the universe, is so important for our moment, and why Samos helped give birth to this story in film and in book. And that is because ecology is being part of home, ecos, part of home. So we know these magnificent systems ground us in a sense of our interdependence with all life forms. We're part of a living, breathing, energizing Earth community. And the Earth community is at the heart of this film in so many ways. the intrinsic value of all life, human, plant, animal, fish, bird, is one continuity of being. So that this continuity of being, told as a story with the sense of joy and celebration, will give us the energy for the work ahead, for our Earth community, for our future generations, for our children and grandchildren who are living with you in this village. That is why we made this film, for all future generations of all species. Thank you again for hosting us, and maybe next summer we'll be with you in person. Thank you. Brian, over to you, the sound. Brian.
Yeah, I must say that you have said it so beautifully, and I felt so emotional to hear it. I'm going to try my best to translate it exactly as you said the words, and it would be a new beginning for this island here, because it's such a beautiful thing. You recognize this island here has something to give to our universe and to the people. It really captures our imagination. I don't know how to say it. I'm not as educated as you are, and I cannot speak as eloquently you can. But I have the feeling, and believe me, I'm going to try my best, and people will love it.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. And now over to Brian, co-author, narrator, inspiration, storyteller.
Thank you, Mary Evelyn. It captures so much of what I feel about Samos and our time there. And I want to begin by thanking Stavros and Richard for inviting us. When the email came inviting us to be part of this adventure, I immediately had the image of Homer and Odysseus when he's moving away from Ithaca, going to Troy, and then he went around the Mediterranean, and then finally returned to Ithaca. And that's what it feels like. We made this film, Journey of the Universe, at Samos, and it has gone out around the world. It's gone to New York and Los Angeles and Japan and South America and Turkey and Russia and China. And now it returns to Samos for the first time, which is its home. I was overcome when I received the invitation. I just felt like Journey of the Universe is returning to its home where it belongs. And I'm just thrilled by this possibility. And I want to tell you one thing that Mary Evelyn and I, we would often have to be writing the scenes in the middle of the night, because depending on when we would film. And so we'd be up in the dark and writing the next scene. And what came to us both was how much we loved being at Samos because of its beauty and its magic. At one point in the film, you'll hear me say, it's like the first day of creation. Yeah. And that's what it was like for us to be at Samos. It was like the fresh, glistening creation just out of the hands of the Creator. And it was, and so then this insight came to us that the beauty of Samos would penetrate it into our bodies so much that Samos became the third author of the film. Mary Evelyn and I in Samos gave birth to this film. That's why it belongs at Samos, and it's just a great thrill to be part of this return home. So thank you, Stavros and Richard and all of the members of the village, and Efrosini. Thank you for arranging this. It means so much to both Mary Evelyn and myself.
Yes, I just would only complement those beautiful remarks of Brian by saying that this has been well received around the world. And Samos is a huge heartbeat of the film. And why has it been well received? Because it's trying to do something a little bit different, but Samos has that music in the ear of the human that says science with Aristarchus, philosophy with Pythagoras, and music and poetry and the arts marry. They go together, they mingle. So this is a fusion of the scientific knowledge that we have at this time in history, but with a poetry. Each part has a metaphor that makes our imagination grow with the scientific fact, with a metaphor like our lungs expanding, like the universe expanding. And then what's the meaning? That we are part of this vast evolutionary universe. And for our time, this is somewhat new, but it's very ancient, as I say, in the Greek understanding, that we are part of the music of the spheres. So your knowledge, your culture, your music, which is in this film, including dancing and so on, gives a vibrancy, not only to the film, but to us as human beings when we see this celebratory sense of life that the people of Samos have kept alive right to the present. How unique, how special, a gift for the world, truly.
Thank you.